Number 4. Amy. If you don't know which sister it is, it's the one with a hairy mole on she. I'm putting her this high on the list because she still left an impact on the show, and I always presumed that she would be the main villain before Scarlet. Amy thinks she's the best at everything, simply because she's the oldest sister. And that's the real reason why she's high on the list. She always treats her nice sister Sammy like dirt and brags about she's terrible at everything because she's the youngest. But let's be honest, she just said that to get more attention and appreciation. Remember when Jasmine congratulates Sammy on the balloon challenge? Guess who's green with envy?
I was the one who took Dave out, not Sammy.
I can tell you apart, and Samy's shot was just excellent.
But still, Amy manages to get most of her teammates to get on her side and make them believe Sammy is troublesome. Despite receiving the most votes to be heading home, Sammy played the old switcheroo to send Amy to the cannon instead. Even though her game was over, she was not done with Sammy. She ended up returning in Blast from the Past to get revenge on her sister, causing their team to lose the challenge. This time, the twins ended up going home, so the revenge ended up being a lose-lose situation. And the rest of the Pocketail Island cast has yet to discover that Amy is really an evil sister. I'll always be on Sammy on her side forever because all she wants is to be spared from Amy.
She's had it coming for years. I guess twinning isn't everything.
Number 3. Alejandro. Oh yeah, time to bring out the big guns. When he competed on World Tour, most of the contestants thought Alejandro Burro Muerto
Alejandro, dead donkeys.
was a hot guy that is loyal to everyone. A hot dude, yes. Loyalty, not even close. He is considered a male version of Heather. He even has feelings for her. But on World Tour, he had a lot of blood on his hands. Metaphorically, of course. Like letting Bridget stuck to a pole, rob LaShawna's soul, and make Courtney lose control over the love triangle. But it's not just ladies he manipulated, but he also tricked some other guys into leaving the game, like have Harold quit the game over DJ, and lied to DJ about his good luck fish, giving Team Victory the final nail to the coffin. We even get an interesting backstory that he has a brother that is better than him, and that what fuels him to be a pro at everything. And of course, he would even manipulate another big-time villain, Heather. He played through her weakness and convinced her that he would team up with her. But on All-Stars, he stole her invincibility statue to send her out instead so he can get even with her for boiling him into a pool of lava and getting shoved into a robot suit. But you gotta agree with him and everyone who watches the show. They do make a perfect couple. Thank you, Al. You have done well. Number 2. Heather. Yeah, we all knew she was gonna make it somewhere on the list. Heather has been considered a queen bee, thinking she's popular or have more brains than anyone else around her. She's not interested in having friends or have fun, she only wants to win. But in order to get what she wants to make sure she has power. And she manages to do so by having Lindsay and Bev as allies, making her the first person in total drama history to form an alliance. Despite being a leader on both her alliance and sometimes her entire team, she just passed on as bossy and a total jerk. She made some unpleasant moves like read Gwen's diary to the entire viewing world, treat Lindsay and Bev like dirt, be even more bossy in the cooking challenge, and tried to rip Gwen and Trent's relationship by kissing Trent to upset Gwen. Even if everyone else wants to get rid of her, she manages to earn some immunity and backdoor other players. And in later seasons, she would often try to become the team's leader to get new allies to get rid of other threats like Joe and Alejandro. Even in Season 4, despite not being a contestant, she stole Chris's Zeppelin and the $1 million prize so she can get what she deserves. Heather has been considered the Queen of the Mean, and she will be robbing everyone by lunch.
I'm your friend, right?
Oh yeah, for now.
Now before we get to number 1, here's an honorable mention. Mal. Oh boy, there are a lot of things to talk about this guy. Okay, background history. Mal is considered one of Mike's multiple personalities. We do find out from Duncan that Mike used to go to juvie with him, but back then, Mal took over Mike's life running the place and whistling to his favorite tune.
Victor, I'm Mike.
After Mike left Juvie, he thought he got rid of his evil persona, but it turns out Mal was laying low, waiting for the right moment to strike back. And ever since Scott knocked Mike on the head, Mal was powerful enough to take control of Mike's brain. As he gets closer to receive full control, he imprisoned Mike's other personalities so he doesn't summon them, and he would be the one summoning them but give them an evil look to them. And unlike the other personas, he has no trigger. He can just pop up and destroy whatever he wants. And when Mike decides to drop a rock on his head to keep Zoe safe, it completely backfired, and Mal was now in charge of everything. And if he would ever win the $1 million, he would live in a tower overlooking a volcano like a real villain. Although Total Drama All-Stars didn't have a good script, Mal was interesting as a character and loved to hate. Now the reason why I didn't put him on the list, and believe me, he is the ultimate villain in Total Drama history, but there are two reasons. One, he's an alternate personality. If I put him on the list, it would be like I put Mike, the main hero, on this villains list. And number two, he's dead. Yep, they came up with a way to kill Mal by pressing a reset button. That's it. Meaning Mike can go back to being himself but have the skills of his other personalities while Mal is erased from existence. Yeah, I know, there could have been like 1,000 ways to get rid of him. But instead, it's a sign that says we're done with Mike and his other characters. And even if I did put him on the list, he would probably be at number 2 or 1. But rather, if you love or hate All-Stars, Mal is a rotten ham with honey custard. Nice on the inside, but poison on the outside.
With a friend like me, who needs enemies?
And the number 1 total drama villain is Courtney. I know what you're thinking, I put her on number 1 because if I put Heather up instead, it would be predictable. Well, you're sort of right. But give Heather some credit, she did some nice things in the game like beating up Al and was lucky enough to earn a few friends. But with Courtney, she's not here to make friends. Her only purpose is to win, and nothing else. In her debut, she has been portrayed as a big shot leader because she was a CIT. She did have a dark side when it comes with her relationship with Duncan, but it was one of the fun dark sides where she stole food from Chef to satisfy everyone's hunger. But after she kissed Duncan, Harold wants to get back at Duncan of all the times he picked on him by tampering with the votes to send Courtney out. Despite spending time at a luxurious yacht, she still believes she could have made it to the end. Yeah, I find that very unlikely because not a lot of people liked her that much. And last time I checked, there were times that she acted a little too bossy.
Slithery!
We need this point, DJ! Suck it up! What? We're heading back to Loserville, people.
But that's not the only reason she is a villain. Her true villainy is in Season 2. In the episode Ocean's 8 or 9, she ended up winning the lawsuit for being unfairly kicked off and starts competing. Well, good for her. Except for the fact she has everything she wants, like a PDA to contact the outside world, a gourmet meal, and even her own private bathroom. Okay, now she's just being spoiled. Even Duncan's no longer having fun with her. She only wants him to be a perfect boyfriend by making him read a 32-page contract. This idea ended up causing her a spot in the finale, and they eventually broke up. Okay, they got back together in the finale, but then they broke up in the special. Duncan doesn't mind one bit. He's having a good time with Gwen while Courtney just whines and complains and even throw a few challenges to get rid of Gwen. She even continued to blame Gwen on All-Stars. Even if she debuted it as a heroic hamster, nothing she does deemed heroic. I have only one last thing to talk about her before we end this list. So, after Sucker Punch, Gwen finally manages to make amends with Courtney, one of the two main side plots this season is building up. They started working together and agreeing they would make it to the final 2. But then came one of the most hated episodes of all time, Sunday, Monday, Sunday, when Courtney apparently made a chart saying she plans on saying Gwen second last and give Scott a rat's tail. And I know it was Mal's fault for exposing the chart, but Courtney drew it on purpose. And after Courtney was eliminated, we don't know if Gwen and Courtney are friends again. She doesn't appear in the finale to talk to her. It never explains what happens to their friendship on All-Stars. I'm sorry if I'm talking so much about her, but you got the message. Courtney is hereby, so far, the #1 total drama villain.
I do not care.
Do you agree with my list? Are there any other villains that I missed? Well, leave it in the comments below, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and another project. I'm Mad Hatter Patrick. Now, if you'll excuse me, Halloween has just begun. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.